There we go. Okay, guys, you missed my singing. Yay! Anyways, guys, what we're doing today, it's going to actually cover a few things. Why not, eh? I know there's been talk about the frosting, and do you have to wait for your bombs to dry to apply the frosting, or can you do it immediately? There's other questions where people are concerned with getting that very fragile look on the edge of your piping. Well, what I'm going to do today is I've already got my bath bomb dry ingredients are here. I've also got my frosting dry ingredients here, as well as my wet ingredients right here. I've double batched it today because I have to do some other bombs for toppings. So this is all the wet ingredients except for the hazel. Okay, so we're going to get to that too. I'm also going to be doing 2 colors just to show you guys that you can do that. I'm also going to show you guys my little tweak on how I do my frosting into my bubble bars, because I know a lot of people are having issues with my bubble bar recipe, which I think I'll probably tweak and change it a bit so that's a little bit easier for everyone, so it's more of a foolproof type recipe. So I will work on that. But for now, for any of you guys that have my frosting recipe, this is like an ideal bubble bar. Like, I swear to God, it's the best. I don't even use other bubble bars, only mine on the odd occasion, but more so I use this one. This would be classified as more of a luxury bubble bar, so a little more pricey because of the ingredients that are in the frosting. Not that the frosting is expensive to make. It's just, you guys who have it know what I'm saying, okay? It's not like your standard icing as in like sugar or whatever. It's, you guys know my frosting, you know my frosting. So, sorry, I got the itchy noses because I've already poured the dry stuff and I was dealing with some SLSA and, you know, itchy, itchy, itchy. And it's summer allergy season, but that's besides the point. So, first off, I'll try to stop touching my face, but you guys know that I have like this anxiety thing, and I really try. I like it to sit on my hands, but anyways, okay, off that for a second. You guys that know me know that that's just what I do. I'm sorry. If it offends people, just skip on by. So anyways, for one, for the people that are having issues with the edge of the frosting being that frail or kind of splitting or like a lacy effect where they don't like it, and if you touch it, it can break if you're kind of rough. That would be mostly, I'm assuming, because you're using this type of star. Anything that curls in gives kind of that ruffled look, so don't use this unless you don't care about the fraily stuff. What I suggest is to use, obviously, a bigger one than this, or small. I mean, you can use any size piping tip with this recipe. That's the other bonus. But so the star that's like, this one's curved in a bit, you might have a bit issues, but the straight ones, so like the one I'm planning on using, this is as straight as you can get. It's a nice big tip. It gives a perfect piping even if you suck at piping like I do. So this is going to be used today. I'm also going to be using just a standard round one, okay? Just for the pile up of, like, it looks like a poop. But you know what I'm saying, just a nice pile up round one. And then for fun, I thought, you know what, let's try some of these Russian icing tips. I don't know, I haven't played with them too much other than the flowers, and I know they make flowers really well. So I just threw on this one, just to see what kind of effect I get. I'm sure it's rosebuddy-like, so I'm thinking maybe I can do something, but I also brought my other tips just to muck around with, just to see. This is the rose one. There's different size roses. And then there's this one, which I think you'll get like the ribbon effect, but we'll see. So, I have to pipe these bombs, so this will show you guys it does work for bombs that are dry and sat around for a while. Same with these guys. You know I haven't finished these. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta get the ducks for these too, I forgot. And then, of course, I'm going to do some new ones. But that question being, what I'm going to make today is chocolate creamsicle. I'm going to mix it up. So this is where I'm having an issue. I don't know if I want to use my cow prints. This is what we have for choices. My cow prints, which I like, they're high up. Then I just have a plain chocolate one, which is nice and short. So I would do the icing very high because it would be mostly bubble bar. And then I have my striped ones. So I don't really know. Like, I've got these, I've got a topping, I've got some different straws to use, which you obviously cut down into, you know, 2s or 3, probably 3s. So I'm having a hard time with that. And that reminds me, I need to go get my duckies, so just hold that thought. Okay, so we got 4 ducks. So, on that note, let's go. By the way, the bath bomb mix that I'm doing today is my Bling Bomb, but with 2 cups of soda instead of 3. I've rearranged my basement, and I don't remember where half my stuff is, so... Alright, and then for colors, I'm going to show you a little bit difference with colors, too. I'm going to use... I can't remember if I used a normal Orange Lake last time, or if I used a neon, but I'm going to use the neon today. I'm also going to use a liquid colorant for the chocolate, just because I want to show you that you can. So let me just get those out here while I'm here. Okay, so we'll use these for scooping. I do have the little mini spoons, but that's kind of overkill. You kind of only need them when you do the like your dyes and stuff. So there's an orange we're going to use as an orange neon from Zen. And way at the back, which I have to move, way at the back, I've got my liquid chocolates. And don't worry, no, it's not real icing chocolate. It's proper, like, liquid labs that are made or mixed with glycerin. So, okay. What should we use for cups, guys? Why don't we just... Here, you know what I'll do? Screw it. We'll mix it up. I don't really care. I mean, I should care. But, you know, nothing wrong with mixing it up a little bit. Although, I think I would like brown. So, I'm going to take a couple of those. Put you there. And I will get a couple of cows. Why not? We'll do a couple cows. Kind of cute, eh? So there's the cows. And then we're gonna do just some browns. Why not? Oh, they ruined their twist tie. Alright, well. Screw that. That's garbage. And that's coming off. Yeah. Okay. By the way, if anybody wants to know where I got these, I got them on eBay, some of them, and the other ones I got on AliExpress. So they're not too bad. So we'll just mix it up a bit. Yeah, mix it up. What the hey. So anyways, this has been sitting for a while, and I know people have asked me, oh, doesn't it start to harden up? It doesn't because of the other ingredients that are in here. I like to mix all the wet together, minus the witch hazel, and then you mix it until it goes from clear to a thick, almost like a drizzle of a icing consistency. And that is the way that I like it before I add it to my dry. And those that have my recipe know what's in my dry. Okay, so I guess the gloves have to go on today for obvious reasons. Because I will be selling these, and I also don't need people bitching. Not that my hands are not, you know, alcoholed and whatnot, but I've been scratching my face, and I just don't need to hear the hassles. Apparently someone today, I don't know why, but they were looking at my videos, which is awesome, because, you know, I love that. But they picked an older one, and yeah, I was a little bit kind of kooky crazy in it. It was, I believe it was my Cleopatra milk test in the sink for bubbles. Anyways, they called me annoying. So I just said, fine, you know what? If I'm annoying, just don't watch me. It's as simple as that. It's not a big deal. Okay, so anyways, like I said, this is my bling. So I usually do 5 tablespoons, but I used less soda this time. So I could measure. You guys want me to, you know what? It'd probably make life easier if you guys actually saw me measure, wouldn't it? Alright, let me just get out my measuring spoons here. Okay, and I'm going to start with 4. Actually, I'll start with 3. No, what did I do? I did 2 soda, 1.5 citric, so that's 2, 3.5. You know what? We'll go 4 anyways. No, let's start with 3. It's pretty humid today. There's 1. No, I'm going 4. It just looks like it. I need to. 2. You guys notice I'm a little bit just generous, but not like crazy. That was 2, right? Oh God, I don't even know. Okay, so that's 4. And if I do need more, well, then I need more, but we'll find out. Now, the bath bomb is going to be scented in Death by Chocolate. So, that being said, here's my Death by Chocolate. And you guys, I know they ask me lots of times, so, well, how much do you put in? How do you know how much? Indigo fragrances are stronger, I find, than normal other fragrances. So, first off, I always do my first pipette. It's a 3 ml. It's not usually full, but, well, this is color too. So I usually do 2 of these. Mind you, this is strong. I can smell this already, but it's okay. It's going to be in a big bathtub, guys. Diluted with a lot of water. You know, like, it's a lot of water in that tub. So I don't really think you have to worry about it. But like I said, don't go over what manufacturers say. There's always a percentage rate for whatever the thing is that you're making, okay? And use your nose. If it smells really strong, well then stop. If you don't smell it at all, add more. It's as simple as that. But I mean, you're not going to be dumping bottles of stuff in here, so I really don't see the huge deal about it, you know? So anyways, that was 4. And I am so used to using 5, but we're just going to see by the texture. And I'm wondering if I should add a bit of color to this. You know what? I'm going to, because the neon isn't going to actually color the water very much anyways. Neons don't normally color. Like, they don't color the water. I've done this test before. You can make it so it does. You can just add a little bit of a dye to it. That's pretty much, you know, the only way to do it. Neons will color your foam on top. That is a fact. But as far as the bath water color goes, not so much. Oh, that's a pretty peach. I love this color. That's going to be great for the icing, too. Okay, to me now, if you see me mixing this is not enough. I mean, it's nice, it's fluffy. Oh, it could be. It's right, I have to add or alcohol to this first. Okay, so if you are adding alcohol, let me just show you. This is, like I said, this is the original bling. It's pretty firm-ish. Still a bit gentle, but we're going to add alcohol to this. I keep forgetting. And I'm not adding any embeds or anything crazy with this. I'm also going to be using 50%. Goes by your spray bottle, how much you need and how much, what your mix feels like. Make sure you get right down to the bottom. You don't want any dry pockets at the bottom or powdery stuff. This is where I should have my mixer or my pie mixer, but it's okay. Like I said, this is just cupcake stuff right now. These are a little more forgiving than doing a bath bomb. But yeah, it still needs more. Not a lot more. And this is a very fine mist sprayer. See? Very fine. It's not even activating the mist or the mix for it being 50%. And you guys know what 50% is like, right? Yeah, it's half water, half alcohol. So of course you'd figure it would activate your mix. Okay, now sometimes I put embeds in these. I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, this is still not enough. So I am going to add more. You can add witch hazel. Maybe I will add a douse or 2 of witch hazel. Like I said, it's in a mold. That activates. It's in the cupcake cup, so it's not the same as being in a ball. Yeah, I think that must have done it. There we go. That's a little better. Get in there. Yep. That's a lot better, guys. A lot better. Way better. I can just tell by instantly how much it just got better. Alright. So, look at that. Yay! No dough, just nice. Okay, so these are going in the cups. These are going in the cups, guys. These are going in the cups. So, let's start off with a couple brown ones, shall we? And like I said, I just put it in. I do like to pack these puppies in, and you do like to leave a little bit of room for your icing. So that's not full enough. Or you can make it up into a peak and then do it that way. Totally up to you. I'm going to pack this in really good. I usually like to pack after I mix, so maybe we'll just do that. Let me just fill some up and then we'll pack after. Just so we can get this show on the road. No lollygagging going on. Right? Yeah, we don't want any lollygagging going on. So yeah, maybe we'll do 4 of this kind. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know which cups I like the best. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to come back and repack these, so don't say, oh my god, she's not doing it right. Make sure you keep mixing up at the bottom and don't let it get all settled. You can see it when you push your spoon in. If you get this the shape of your spoon in your mix, it's still relatively good. Well, relatively? No, it's still good. It's not drying out is what I'm trying to say. I've only had 1 coffee today, folks. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 of those. Let's get them out of the way for now. Let's get my cows. I love my cows. I'll probably use them more next time. I love my cows. Yes, I do. I love my cows. And we're going to have to pack this puppy in. And we're going to have to pack this puppy in. I don't know if I'm going to use my stripes today. I think that might be too much. I think we're just going to stick with the cows. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to use the cows. I'll use my stripes later for straws. These ones are going to get the chocolate chunk. Oh, there's 2 cups there. So, yeah, we're going to just use the cows. Chocolate milk. Why not, right? Sure, why not? Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh god, this stuff smells so friggin' good. I can't stand it. Oh god, this is seriously the best friggin' dreamsicle scent I've ever smelt. From Zen. Oh god, if you guys haven't got any, I suggest you try some. Even if you just get like a little, the sample for now. But trust me, I really think you're going to want more than a sample, so I would get on there and grab some. Zen has some amazing fragrances. Their Fruit Loops, oh my god, I have never smelt a better Fruit Loops in my life. Their Avo Bath is better than Luscious as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so now I'm going to push this all around, and I should be using my spoon. And I'm going to sit. I know you guys are sick of looking at my fat guts. So I'm just going to go around. Like I said, you want to be able to attach it to the paper. It's not a mandatory thing, like your icing will stick, but it's just sort of like, you know, kind of a starter place for it so that it does have somewhere to adhere while it's drying. Put it that way. Yeah, this one looks a little full, but that's okay. As long as it's like a peak or a little bit of a spot to touch. Like I said, you don't have to. I have done cupcakes without touching the paper at all, and they've been fine. But mind you, humidity changes a lot of things, so guys, I mean, it's going to be one of those things you guys are going to have to test out. But in this case right here, as you see, I made it pointy, but there's still a little bit to catch. And then you don't have to have such a huge dollop in the middle either to make your piping stick up nice, right? Just one of those little pointers. So, and like I said, I have to do my other ones too, so. And I'm also going to show you how I do 2 colors. If you guys are making white, you can use titanium dioxide. Oh, there's a fuzz on my nose. You can use titanium dioxide or you can use zinc oxide. That's if you wanted to even color. If you wanted to color your bath water, that is. Because icing alone, a lot of times you think, oh, it's going to be white. And if you use deodorized cocoa butter, you can get away with not coloring it. But I use organic, and you can tell by looking at that, my mix there. It looks like it's got a cream color to it, so it will change the color. Like, that will be the color of your icing. So if you guys... Oh, I should have done 6 of these ones. Oh, well. Yeah, if you want a true white, then you'd have to use the TD. Or, like I said, zinc. Totally up to you guys. They both work. Zinc oxide's a little better for your skin, mind you. If you're gonna go that route. Or if you are thinking like that. Oh! Why does my basement have to be so bloody hot? Because the rest of the house is cooled off, Tammy, that's why. You have to suffer. Yeah, well, you wait. I tell you, when they're down here using the rec room, when the rec room's done, they're gonna want AC down here. And I better still have this part of my basement or I'm gonna be very upset. I haven't told you guys yet. The basement's going to be all redone. So this wall you see behind me with the curtain is gonna get drywalled. There's gonna be a lot of home improvements, shall we say, done here. I don't know how soon, but I know that that's going to affect how often you guys see me come on. But I will just have to make sure that I, you know, when I do get a chance to do videos, I will try to do a whole bunch so that I can at least upload them every couple days so that you guys have something to watch. I mean, I know some of you it's not a big deal, but I know that whole thing. What happens is out of sight, out of mind, and I don't want to be that one. Plus, I'd miss you guys too much. I miss you guys more than I miss my family, but shh, don't tell them. Except for my son. Can't count Shane and Liam. That doesn't count. Actually, that's such a mean thing to say, but I do. I miss you guys when I don't get to come on, so. Alrighty, one more. Do we have any mix? Just a bit of powdered. Okay. So, pack these puppies down. I think this one needs a little heap in the middle. Just a little extra. Are the rest of them okay? I think you need a little heap in the middle too. Let's just see if that helps, shall we? Pointy, pointy, pointy. And make sure you guys don't have any powder on your bath bombs when you do the icing, because it'll just, your icing will fall off because it's just sticking to the powder, which isn't sticking to anything. Which I'm sure you guys would know that's kind of common sense, but just in case. Okay, so this is a guy I just added more to. Let's just pack you in there nice. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. And I'm going to change my gloves in about 2 seconds. Okay. Make sure you're all down, no powdery spots. Alrighty. I think that about does it. Okay, so there we go. There's my newest ones done. Let's just clean up this little bit of a mess real quick here. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna change my gloves, guys. Off comes the gloves. Oh, I hate being sweaty. Oh. Okay, now, out of these frostings, I'm only going to scent one, which will be the creamsicle one, because we already have the Death by Chocolate. Oh, it smells so good. So, okay, let's do it. And I'm going to show you guys just how flippin' easy this is. Okay, so let's move these out of the way. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to need my spatulas to fill up my bags, aren't I? Oh, as far as using piping bags too, guys. I love these ones that I got. I know I've had a few faux pas with them, but obviously I'm not used to them. But there's other ones you can get. There is, here I'll even show you, because I brought them out to show you guys. If I can get my gloves on with my freaking man hands. Oh, not my day. Damn it. Try that again. Guess I should have powdered my hands first. So yes, there is obviously disposable ones. You guys have probably all got them, all tried them. There's clear ones. There's the ones from China with the writing on them. These blue ones here I got from the UK. I absolutely love them. I got 200 of them, or 400 of them, I can't remember. But there is also... So yeah, so these are the disposable ones you guys have probably seen. I find them too small. I use them sometimes, okay? There's cloth ones. I absolutely love these, but they get stained and it bugs me, especially if I'm using like a white. I don't want to use that again. And then the silicone ones, which I put away, but oh no, there's one here. They are great as well. Easy to wash, reusable. I find they do stain when you use the reds, but other than that, they're great. But once you've cut them, they're only good for whatever size you've cut them for. So another reason why I like the disposable. Okay, guys, excuse me, it's my nose. Here we go. Let's just show you how she's done. Okay, here is the dry. I've got all my powdered ingredients in here already. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I am going to add fragrance in here after I do this because this is going to be dreamsicle. So anyways, this is what happens. You mix it so it's nice and thick. And I won't pour it all in because like I said, I think I made a little bit too much, but we'll find out in a sec. You don't need a mixer. I use my spoon and I just start mixing. And like I said, that magical, miracle ingredient in here makes all the difference. And I think I'm probably going to put it all in. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put it all in. I'm sure I did enough, so. So anyways, there's no fragrance in here. And usually when I add the fragrance, that is when, well, you can add it to your color or however you like. But I'm doing this in two colors, one fragrance, so it doesn't really matter when I add the fragrance. But if you were doing, you know, different fragrances, then you would just not fragrance the wet and do what I'm going to do. Even though I could have just fragranced all of this, it doesn't matter. Also, I want to show you something about the texture of my little tweak of when I turn it into a bubble bar. You'll see what I mean. I think I'm going to get all that stuff out of there. Where's my, okay. Waste not, want not, guys. I gotta know where to put this. Shit. Shoot. Excuse my French. Alright. You're there. I don't like wasting everything. I always tell you guys to get every little ounce out. So that's what we're gonna do. Get every little ounce out. Okay. Good to go. Get off of it. Get off of it. Get off of it. Okay, remember, have not added any of the hazel yet. So yes, of course it's going to look like this. Okay? You can get your hands in here, because it's only like a dough right now. So once I get all the liquid stuff mixed in so it's not super stuck to me, I'll show you what I mean. If I was just doing this one color, it would be different. I would have had it all mixed in and you'd see how fast it would change, okay? But, like I said, if I was going to be making a bubble bar, right now is what I would do. And you can do this two different ways. I would add a teaspoon, this is optional, a teaspoon of citric acid. That will give it the, where it fluffs up and rises and stuff. Or if you don't want a risy dough, then you just have it like this. You add your color the same way you would with your hazel. Just don't add it to the whipping texture, because then you have frosting. You have to stop. That's why I tell you guys, or I think I may mention, not to add the hazel in with all your wet ingredients, just for that reason. So anyways, I'm going to divide this up into two colors. I got to make sure there's no dry powder at the bottom here. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to take out some of this because I'm doing a chocolate and I'm doing an orange. So here's my bowl. I'm going to take out the boat. Oh, I don't know. Let's take some from the bottom because it's a little drier. Okay. So there, that's for the chocolate, and this is for the orange. Okay? So this is where it gets massively, crazily easy, guys, and I'm not kidding. I wish my hands weren't like this. Normally you don't have to stick your hands in here because you're not doing what I'm doing, but because I wanted to show you that there's other options with this, this is why I am. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my gloves in a minute, I think. Let me just rinse them. Hang tight. The mix is okay. Okay, guys. I really hope I'm not confusing any of you guys with what I just did. Like, I'm not trying to make it more confusing, if you know what I'm saying, okay? So, anyways, this is going to be for this. So, in goes the neon. Okay, just tiny bit, or if you want a little bit more, make it a little bit brighter. There, we'll add a little bit more. Okay, so that's for that. I'm going to add hazel to that to add it to the batch. And then same with the chocolate one. So in goes the hazel. I just spray it, cover it up so it don't splash in your face. I guess you don't have to spray. We can dump a bit. Let's just do it that way because my sprayer is not cooperating today. Okay, so here is the orange one. I'm going to do the same with the dark one. Actually, the dark one I'm just going to put in like so, and then I'll just add the hazel. Okay, that's the difference, guys. Not a lot of difference here whatsoever. So anyways, here is my fork. In goes the color with the hazel. And I already know I'm going to need more hazel. Plus I want to get the rest of the color out. So in it goes as you're mixing. And like I said, if it's like this texture, spray in a bit more. Give it a couple seconds, but spray it. And see, right now I'm telling you, yes, I need more. I also think I need more color than that. So let's add some more color, because I want orange, people. I want orange. So that goes back into my cup with my hazel. I gotta sit down. I'm sorry, guys. This age thing, I tell ya. what is that, a bit more hazel in there just to dilute it. It's a lot easier than putting in powdered colorant. I mean, if you really wanted to, and it was one color, like, if you wanted to, you could have added the powdered ingredients color to your dry mix, okay? And you're still going to have to add witch hazel. I just find it blends a lot easier, and it makes life so much easier to make this frosting if you do it this way. That's all I'm saying. And we definitely still need more frosting. See, okay, guys, humidity is definitely a factor here today. What are we at? Oh yeah, we're up there in the 60s. Not that it's a lot, but I'm gonna need more. The sprayer is not working. It looks like I'm doing a lot, guys. There we go. We got some coming. Remember how easy this was the first time I showed you? Hello, humidity. Anyways, here we go. Now we're getting her. Like I said, it takes a minute for that special ingredient to work like it's supposed to. And as you see, it's starting to get the texture. Can you guys see that? It's starting to get the texture that we want. I don't know if that's orange enough for me, but I guess it's gonna have to be. Plus, I think I'm gonna add 1 or 2 squirts. I don't want to overdo this because you want to give it a second to get fluffy for the Natrasort to kick in. Okay, so that's that one. I'm just gonna let that sit just for a sec, and we're gonna work on the brown one. This one I already know I need hazel. How much is the question? I don't know. You just start mixing to find out. This one is drier than that one. This is why you could, by the way, when you are making this, you can add a tiny bit of the hazel to the wet. I have done that, and I think that's what I did last time. It doesn't really matter. It's just I like to make sure that I don't get too much hazel, because once you get it to the point of being too wet, it's too wet, guys. I mean, I'm sure you can let it sit for a little bit, and it will, you know, do its thing, but I just get afraid of it starting to set up on you. But I guess you could add more dry. Sure, that would work. So we gotta get that chocolate color in there. This one definitely needs more hazel too. Wow, humidity's crazy. Right now though, this is a perfect texture for a bubble bar. This is where I would add that citric. I also think I need more color. It's not brown like I like. So how about we do this? Let's add some brown in there. So what do you know? I think the hazel friggin' mixes better with the liquid too. There we go. We want this to be easy. So there it is. It's mixed with the hazel. I think that will definitely mix better now. Don't splash it all over your white shirt, Cam. There we go. Definitely a difference. Ooh, it's like chocolate pudding. Okay, just a bloop more. Just a bloop more. Yeah, might as well finish it. Nice, nice. It's not chocolate, but it looks like chocolate ice cream to me. Just like a Frosty, the way I like them. And I know some of you guys like to use the mixer. It's probably be a lot better for people with arms and hands like me. But I just find I don't have to. It just seems good. I guess that's a chocolatey enough, isn't it? It looks like real chocolate icing. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I like it. Okay, well look at that. Chocolate's done. I'll let it sit for a second to do its floofy thing like this one does. You'll see what I mean? See how this one's already got a little bit floofy? Actually, wouldn't even hurt to add a bit more. But that's not bad at all. Not bad at all, guys. Look at that. But I want it to pipe really good. That's pretty good. I'm still going to add a tiny bit more. Just because this is what you kind of have to gauge by. Just don't add it all too much at the beginning. Because like I said, then you gotta, you know. Oh yeah, that's perfect. See? Whoopie, 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 woo! And then when you let it sit for a second, it fluffies. But that's the texture you guys want right now. And then, like I said, you let it sit for like about a second. No, probably just a minute. And you'll see it literally get almost like a mousse inside. Like right now, it's like a whipped icing or a cream cheese type thing. But when it sits for half a second, you will see the Natrasorb. Let me just get it off the sides. You will see the Natrasorb do what it does, and then you got perfect piping texture. I give it one more whip after the Natrasorb kind of expands it, and then you're good to go. So this one's, oh yeah, this one's perfect. Look, see how it's really, it's good. So I'm going to put that in a bag. I do need a paper towel. You guys bored yet? Oh, I've been on here for 41 minutes. God, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to pause it while I fill my piping bags up, okay? Because I am taking forever for you guys, and I apologize. Give me 1 second. I'll stuff the bags. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, you're never going to believe this. We do all make mistakes. You remember how I was saying it seemed like it was a little bit drier because of the humidity? Blah, blah, blah. Do you guys realize I forgot to fragrance the frosting? Oh my god. So they're not chocolate creamsicle, unfortunately. They're just chocolate. So yes, accidents do happen, and apparently when you're focused on doing a video and making sure that I'm not talking too long or making sure that I'm doing everything the way we're supposed to do, I forgot one of the most important things was the freaking fragrance. So shit happens, guys. I'm sorry. So these bombs, cupcake bombs, are going to be called what? Chocolate. Yeah, they're not gonna be there ain't gonna be no gas in it, as Shani likes to say. There ain't no gas in it. Are you ready to go? Yes. All right. Step number 1. Let's just see if we can do this. Ha, ha, ha. Funny broad. Alright, I don't know if I can do this. I just wanted a nice little round. Okay, so that's that part. I'm leaving that one. I don't know if I like those. Told you guys I can't pipe work crap. So this is just sort of the round. Kind of the round bottom part. Maybe I'll move this back if I can. Kind of the round bottom. Whoa. The round bottom part that, you know, I'm sticking the good twirly stuff on top of. So, anyways. Just like that. Just like an ice cream. So this one might be a little bit too soft right now. So I might let this sit before I add the other ones. But let's just try and see what happens on here, shall we? Okay, so that's the plain brown. And that was a bit wetter than normal if you remember. So let's try this one. See if we can do it. Yeah, I did it again, guys. This bag is too freaking full and it totally screws me up. Because I can't pipe with it this full. Ah! Like I said, guys, excuse my piping skills because I freaking suck. Especially with a bag this big. Yep. I suck. Don't fill your bags up this high. I've been told this so many times. And what did I do? I filled it up too much. Okay, anyways, I am going to go higher on these. If I can. It'll work a lot better when the icing bag gets lower. Oh, tammy. Anyways, the point of this one, like I was gonna do, if I can, like I said, excuse my piping. I'm gonna have to wait for this to get a little less right now to show you guys. But, like I said, I need practice so bad. But, the plan was, for these ones anyway, I guess I can't always have an audience. This was the plan. I have little, you guys can see those little chocolate bars. And the chocolate bars are going in just like that. So, that's what it's like. And I was going to put chocolate sprinkles on it. So, that's what they look like. Anyways, I'm going to end this video before I humiliate myself more while I finish piping. But you get what I'm doing. I'm doing chocolate on the bottom first. I may do more chocolate on these chocolate ones. I'm not really sure. Ow, bubble stuff in my eye. But the ones with the cow pattern, these guys are going to be layered up. So, just thought I'd show you. I may put straws in them, I may not, I don't know, but you'll see the final results later. Sorry it's been 46 minutes. I did a long one. I apologize. But hey, that's the life, eh? Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'll be sure to update these in the group. See you guys.